a couple of things that I sort of classify as, for what I do anyway, classify as essential. And that's one of them. Leatherman. It's got a pair of scissors on it, so when I've got to trim the leader off right down close to an FG knot, it's got the scissors on there so I can do that. It's got a file and all that other stuff on there as well, but probably the most important part would be the pliers themselves for getting treble armed lures out of fish's mouths. So it's a pretty important thing. And the second one for this real thick scrub that I'm in is a knife it's a knife, but I mean it's more of a machete than anything else. But that's for cutting through rubber vines and stuff like that, just to make it easier to get through, because I don't know if you've ever been tangled up in those rubber vines or trying to push through them, but they are just ridiculously tough. So yeah, that's called a Kershaw, that one. It's got the best steel in it that I've used anyway. I hate things that you've got to sharpen every time. That thing hasn't been sharpened for ages, but I use it all the time. Okay, so you tell me, there's a croc's walked out of here, out of the edge of the water. He's walked along here. He's not a real big one. He's walked all the way up here. He's dug in here for some reason. No, hello, he's been right up in the bush here too. He might be digging a nest up in there. Then he's come all the way back down here and slid down into the water there. This is before the last tide change. So, what the hell are they doing digging holes? I didn't know they dig holes. Oh, that was a big jack. The size of the boils through here. Oh, I've got a scale on the lure. Cheek scale. Big jack. Don't know what I got here. Feels like a good jack, to be honest with you. Hit it on the way down. No, little barra. Little baby. They're pretty, eh? It's a bloody hard spot to get to because I've got a tree right here, so when I go to cast, I've got to be super careful not to do my rod tip. That's where he was there, right on that. Oh, did another one. That same sort of size, little baby again. Hey, come on, back this way. Come on. Got that. A little bit, maybe even a little bit smaller, this one. Ow, just a spiky. Absolutely covered in green ants just here. Bloody nests of them. They're all cranky. Whoop there. There's another thing you got to be bloody. Oh, another one. Whoop there. Jesus, nearly went in. These berries. These bloody berries on the, you're like walking on ball bearings, and once you get momentum up, you're oh, come here. Once you get momentum up, you're gone. You can't slow down. See if his mate wants to have a go. Try and get rid of some of these berries out from under my feet here. The bloody near went then. Oh, there's his mate. Oh, what the hell is that? Look at this, look. Oh. There you go, another snake just charged up under here. Cranky little bastard, I don't even know what that is. I nearly stepped on him actually. There you go. It looks like a nasty one. Just missed a little barra there, about 55, 58, something like that, just under that log. Oh, there's another one. God, bloody. Oh, fire it again. Should pull the fly rod out. I got the fly rod there with me, so perfect opportunity to pull the fly out, but the sun comes out, you can see that log a little bit better now. This colour is called a radioactive rooster, and it's oh, there he is, little one. He's got a very high UV reaction in the sunlight, and on days when the, oh, very good, so now unhooking him. On the days when the fish were a little bit shut down, that colour there absolutely brains them. So the lure I got on here is called a Tilson Barra. It's a diving lure. Sometimes they suspend, sometimes they float, sometimes they sink. You're not going to get 100% consistency out of a timber lure, so these are probably one of the more versatile lures, I suppose you'd call them, because they suit jacks, they suit barra, they cast well. This one here very, very slowly floats, almost suspends. So what I do is I cast it past me snag, rod tip down, twitch it, wind it so that it dives down to the snag that I want to fish. Stop it. Oh, there we go. And just look, if you suspend it like that was then, the fish will just come up and grab hold of it. So hope the camera picked all that up. But being a timber lure, oh, come here. Being a timber lure, they're one just pulled out of his mouth, the other one's hooked up under the chin. Being a timber lure, there's a little bit of variation because it depends where the density of the wood's from. So in the center of the tree, it's a lot more dense than on the outside. So it's very hard to get consistency in timber lures. But in saying that, there's something about the harmonics out of a timber lure. There's no rattles in them. The hooks do enough rattling anyway. But get this out here. Stop it. Stop it. So if I can get this hook out without getting it in me. Oh, out and in. Come on, give it back. So he's only a little fish. He's only probably 50 centimetres. But let's see if we can show you that again. Just spear him back in. There we go, straight up under the bank. Just had a barra chase this right in there then. A bit better fish, he's probably 60, 65. It wasn't until I sort of sped it up. Oh, there he is. Oh, I hope you've seen that. It wasn't until I sped it up that he got a bite. I'll try and show him something a bit different. So there's been a few of them that have seen the hard body now and had a crack at it. Might have woken up to that, so we'll give them a plastic now. Got a 4-inch atomic prong on there. Whatever it was, I hope it does that again. I cast it out there, looked down the other way, and the rod just reefed down. So I don't know if it was a decent sized jack or a barra or what it was. It was a pretty bloody good hit though. Can't see around the corner. We'll have a bit of an exploratory cast in case there's a log or something down there. But I can't see nothing. As you can tell, the weather's pretty unstable at the moment. Like, it's pretty overcast. The wind's coming from one direction, swirling around, coming from another direction. That means you've got an unstable barometer, and they just hate that. So if everything was, and mind you, it was only full moon yesterday, and I hate the full moon. I love just before it and just after it, but I hate the full moon. But each to their own. Had the GoPro turned off. I just missed a good one there. He looked a bit bigger, like 65, 70. He was that gentle when he took it in. I went twitch, 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 and I was waiting for it to sink, and nothing happened. It just sat there, so I thought it was on the bottom. Went to give it another twitch, and shook his head and turned on his side, so he's a good fish. That one ate it. He's a little bit bigger than that last one that had a go. Still wouldn't be legal size. Maybe 55, 56 maybe. Get the pliers out. But that was close. Wasn't very nice. Nice healthy little fish, got a bit of dirt on him, but none the wiser. Let's throw the tilly again. As you can see, a bit of a dark shade out there, so there's something out there. You see if I twitch high how the tilly doesn't get down too deep. I always like, oh, a little barra. I always like to fish shallow first, because if there's a fish there, I like to be able to see the fish come up and eat it. If they don't eat it on a shallow lure, then you give them something.